Jarvis vernacular with Wheatley's voice and humor from Portal 2. And he's like, all right, I'm going to try and do that.
Oh god,
So I'm like,
that's a project
nice.
and a half.
That's cool, though.
Okay.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
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 Welcome to the game. You've all collectively lost it.
Okay. So
And,
I'm
Good
going to
night,
go
then.
play. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's play some Apex then.
Okay, have fun.
What do you guys remember from last week?
I'll go back to fuming for not having my Tears of the Kingdom copy yet, because Amazon is slow AF for some
You're
reason.
kidding. Weren't you supposed to
Damn.
receive it yesterday?
Yeah, I'm supposed to receive it. Yes, let me go check what they say now. Your orders. Delivered today. They certainly have not let me any information about that. I'm going to hijack
They
this
delivered it
moment and
today.
go see
Yeah,
if they
go
did.
look in your mailbox in case
Well,
it's there.
I don't know who could have delivered it because only Canada Post has the key to my mailbox, and I don't. Anyways, give me a moment. I'll go check. If they left it like somewhere outside that's easy to see, that would not surprise me
Damn.
because Amazon uses some really ass cheap delivery company every now and then. Like, I don't know if you ever heard of Planète Courrier.
Oh
No.
my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, they use these guys, which I know for a fact because it's my job to do logistics. Those guys are like little
They
amateurs.
Backwater as fuck.
They fucking are. Anyways, give me a moment. By the way, it's recording, so if you guys do shenanigans vocally, it will be known.
Okay.
I'm
What
12. Be gentle.
the fuck, bro?
That just went 0 to 100 in 2 fucking seconds. Oh my god. So how are you guys doing? How was your day? We'll get that started while we're
My day was shitty,
yeah,
but now it's getting better.
that's good. I'm
For
glad
the
it's
last
getting better.
since for real, since my girlfriend, my good daughter came back, my day's been getting better. So
That's nice.
That is indeed nice.
I've also had the call. Well, someone called me, left a voice message, and I called them back and left a voice message for work. So we'll see how it goes.
Fingers crossed.
Not only fingers, man, my balls are twisted.
These balls are twisted. Let's go.
The old dick twister.
The old twister.
Fucking finally, Jesus.
Don't use our Lord's name in vain.
It's not in vain, man. This guy was coming at me with a fucking monster truck.
Excuse you.
Now it's my monster truck. Suck my dick. Dude built a monster truck. You played Breath of the Wild, right?
Yes.
Well, in Legends of the Kingdom, the Yiga clan are at it again. And I just found their spot, and the guy was coming at me with a fucking monster truck.
Damn.
And I was out of arrows, and I was just frantically trying to run around it to climb behind it to get him off. Yeah. By the way, the game feels like it makes it feel like Breath of the Wild was a tutorial.
Really?
Yeah, it's much harder. And as an engineer, I think you would be able to come up with some very clever shit. Because I've seen some fucked up shit on TikTok. Like people making like stealth bombers and mechs and shit.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's
Oh,
wild.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Dude, you
That's
haven't
wild.
seen the TikToks?
I've seen a few of them.
They've been creating like fucking Jaegers or something. It's fucking incredible.
I saw one who made like he made like a Trojan horse. a drivable Trojan horse. And he's like, Ganon's not gonna see what hit him. What the fuck? Where's the entrance? It's also almost 3 times as big as the first one because you get 3 levels. You have the sky, you have the ground, and you have the depths. And there's a map for each. Like the sky's more sparse, obviously, but sparse.
C'est plus éloigné.
What the fuck? How do I get in? Let me in. Let me in.
Let me.
Oh, I can just drop
Laisse-moi
some.
rentrer, mais j'ai 12 ans.
I can put wood on the floor. Slapstick on the floor.
On the floor,
Oh,
on his
what?
forehead.
Yeah. What? No, the fire fruit on the floor.
The what on the floor?
The fire fruit! I was trying to be all sneaky, but I got a power up that makes me glow, so I'm not super sneaky right now. Quite the opposite.
I'm here.
Be as sneaky as you can be.
Welcome
All
back.
right.
And
You
did
have
you
it?
suddenly get it?
I have it.
Nice.
So does this mean we're not playing
yeah.
Cypher?
I mean, if we wouldn't play Cypher, I would for sure go ahead and like pop that bad boy into my Switch finally.
Well,
Hey,
guess
you can
who's
just
not playing tonight?
Everybody's
Just
stopping
install
to
it
play
while we're
Breath of
playing.
the Tears of the Kingdom. Everybody takes a break tonight. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding. Ah,
I'm ready.
okay.
So,
You
is
guys have
everybody
probably
ready?
seen. You guys have probably seen like the wooden back at the entrance of my apartment.
Yeah.
It's like on the when you enter between the two doors, there's a wooden thing. In it, there's like a little recycling bin, and there's a giant bin full of salt for winter. The envelope
put
was
it in
hidden
there.
in the salt under it,
Jesus
Really?
which honestly, props for creativity for putting it out of sight.
Christ. 10 on 10.
I'm looking at the shipping label that's on it, and one particularity of my job is that at some point you just fucking know which company has what kind of shipping label and what kind of tracking number. I do not recognize this one. I have no clue who they hired to ship it.
Sûrement Georges de l'autre
La
place.
jungle.
Yeah. They just had a random person. They gave him a contract for one day. Come and pick up some stuff and put it in the like nearby addresses where you live. Come to the local warehouse or something like that. Something stupid. Anyways, that's it for my story. Let's go. Cypher time.
Stuff your time!
Cypher.
Everybody ready? Does everyone have a drink? Does everyone have everything they need? Have you emptied your bowels?
My bowels were emptied before getting here, but I did grab a drink after getting my copy of Tears of the Kingdom.
This is good. Excellent.
I have a little bit of
That's what we
Di
call
as well as a giant glass of water.
Reparation. Ooh.
I have all of the necessities. And I'm ready.
So a little unrelated, but we gotta look into when we want to go back to the chalet.
I agree.
We have 2 long weekends coming up in a little over a month.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope you guys aren't aiming for this long weekend because I'm not gonna be able to do it.
If you're talking
yeah.
about Victoria Day, not everybody
Yes.
has off for that. I don't.
Bruh, you're in Quebec.
I know. It's not a statutory holiday.
C'est Journée des Patriotes, no?
Yes. That is
It's
not,
not a statutory.
It's not
really-
statutory. Nope.
Interesting. Okay.
It is statutory. Statutory if you work for government.
Sorry, what'd you say, Mel? It's a legal holiday? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Interesting. I would look into that, my friend. You might have a day off when you don't know it.
Well, then nobody at my job knows it because we've been talking about it.
Interesting. Cool. What do you guys remember from a last session? Last session was.
I got a hard on.
These
I'm trying
nuts.
to remember what caused that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't remember anything that could have possibly given that.
These
Besides
nuts.
Chris's voice.
There's more guys in the room.
Oh hell yeah!
It's
One of them's blind.
a
Mhm.
fucking sausage party in here.
I'll never see you coming.
Let's get
He'll
some
never-
fish, you know?
He'll never see it, but he's gonna feel it.
Yeah, there's 4 guys and a fish in the room now.
So 4 guys and a fish walk into a bar.
Go
Sounds
on.
like a terrible joke.
Go on.
Yeah. Exactly. That sounds like a terrible joke. There's nothing else. So I remember that we got 2 new friends. And we busted them out from a prison, not a prison, a psychiatric ward and hospitals, respectively.
Yep.
And one of them is the dreamer, because he's blind but he dreams. And the other one, his special talent is drawing mystical circles and shit.
Making words.
Yeah, making words. But unfortunately, our other friend here is very sensitive to those. So he had to tone it down. Yeah. Had to tone it down a little bit to not hurt him. Because that's how sensitive he is.
Cool.
And now they live with us. Now we gotta make sure they don't eat their own poop. We're gonna pick up after them. We gotta get them food. We gotta get dental. All that shit.
Indeed. Okay, well, let's essentially get started on where you guys left off. If I remember correctly, Shima and Diaz had went out to go place protective circles around the hideout,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember what the rest of y'all were doing.
I was, if I believe, reading my last book. My third book
Yes,
of the
you
depth.
were reading the last book. I think I gave you like a little bit of info on what that contained.
Oh yeah, I forgot to open my notes. Where is it? Yeah, it reveals a location in Gaspésie of an old dockside restaurant that
Okay.
might
Yep.
probably definitely hold an artifact of the deep. Which is probably like Cthulhu's dick or something. So I'm super excited about it.
It's magma, but yes.
Hell yeah.
And Alex, what do you remember?
Okay, so
Because
basically
I'm
everything that was
pretty sure
yeah,
I
I
gave
was reading
you.
a book.
Yep.
My notes say the right of revealing.
That was one that you learned,
Yes, I believe that's the only
so
book I
that
had
should
the
be a
time to-
completed book.
Yeah, that's the only book I recall having read.
Out of all 5.
Well, there was
Um,
another one I read a few sessions ago, which was the one about the realm.
I think there's supposed to be 2 that you've already read previous
Yes.
to the right.
The-
One was about wisps.
Nope.
No. I gave you one about to the Watcher.
Yes. There was a
What
realm
else did I
accessible
give you?
via a dreaming technique that led to
Yep.
the Watcher, and the second book I read was The Rite of Revealing.
Okay. Well, I thought I had already given you that other one.
Yeah, I
Seems
also
like-
don't remember hearing about wisps.
Do or don't?
I don't.
Don't.
Okay. Well, luckily, unfortunately, I put a check mark right next to this one when I really shouldn't have. Cool. So you have the right of the revealing and Watcher info. Excellent. So you guys were basically still in downtime, so we'll continue that until you guys choose a particular path.
I choose to attack the police station. No, I'm joking.
I was going to let you go alone.
I mean, that's entirely up to you.
No, I'm not going to do that.
So,
Me,
yeah.
by the as I'm with Diaz, I'm gonna also like try to like sketch, but not like fully, or like try to like make like divide like the signs like divided on the same page, but trying to take note of the words he's making.
Okay.
So that eventually, if we ever meet someone who's a little bit more knowledgeable on words, they'll be able to like tell us exactly what does what and everything, or
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because he's just winging it, right? If I understood correctly.
He doesn't. I mean, it looks kind of like he's winging it, but you can tell, like, upon further investigation, you can tell that he seems to have some form of technique. From what you know, it's definitely a self-taught technique. From what you know from this person, and what he's told you, it's a self-taught technique that he learned on his own, practicing around other people who were a part of the occult.
Did we ever did the true sight on him?
No,
I will, as he's
or at least I don't think you guys did.
crouching down,
Yeah.
drawing.
Well, somebody did true sight on the drawings he was making.
Yes, we
I
true
think,
sight the
right?
drawing.
Oh yeah, and I got hurt.
And
I
he
remember.
reacted. He
He
reacted,
reacted,
to that.
yes.
Yeah, I got hurt. Yeah, that's when I knew that what he was doing was
Legit.
real, legit.
Yeah.
You're
You
gonna
can
you're gonna
see the
glimpse a
true
true
sight.
sight Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz. Yeah,
Nothing shows up. No vision. He seems
motherfucker.
to be completely clean.
He's like a fucking white man. He's
He's a
bland.
filthy muggle.
Shit, I'm a filthy muggle too.
You guys are only filthy with salt and pepper.
What?
So
Does that mean?
we'll cut to Shima actually.
Oh shit.
As you're going around with him and you're taking notes. Are you trying to be stealthy about it?
Nope.
Okay. He turns back and he says, "Do you want me to teach you?"
Well, sure, if you know exactly what it does.
Well, absolutely. You see, how can I explain this? Do you know fractals?
Nope.
Oh, well, there's these things related to math. They're called fractals. You ever heard of chaos theory? Kind of that thing where, like, a butterfly off in the distance bats its wing, and that air just continues and collects, and because of the random motion, it can grow as big as a tornado.
Isn't that chaos theory?
Yes. So it's very similar. There's some things, some aspects in math that just the slightest bit of a deviation will give a completely different result. And so these things come into patterns that we call fractals. But you see, fractals it's the separation between more than two things. So like if you have two things that are separated, you have a border. But a fractal is a border between three or more things. And so you can hone, if you know exactly the right angles, you can tap into that and you can, I don't know how to say it other than bringing out reality. And so reality leaks out more. And
there's
when you
something I'm
do
gonna
that-
want to show you after.
Really? I would love to see that. I'm sure. But so here, take the chalk, and he's like thrusting the chalk on you.
I'll take it.
All right, and he's like, can I grab your hand? I'll guide it, so that way you can see the motions, and maybe you can start to. It's a little tricky, but you can get it.
Sure. Go ahead.
All right. So he starts drawing the circle, and he's saying, and you notice that he seems to be doing something similar to what was described in the transcript that you guys found from the laboratory.
Yeah.
Sort of that some of the markings of the actual thing are not actually used as part of the circle itself, but are used as guidelines to help you create all the rest of the proper lines in order to do this.
Okay.
And as he's guiding your hand, could you roll a dice for me?
D20.
Yep.
Oh,
Damn.
First roll of the night too. Nice.
You've managed to, in one fell swoop, you're not sure why, but something in your brain has clicked about the motions and the process that he is doing. And that you can tell that this, like, it just takes a certain perspective. It's extremely hard to describe to someone who doesn't know. You know, it's like when you ride a bike, you suddenly know how to ride a bike. It doesn't just, it suddenly clicks in your brain how everything's supposed to work. It's that exact feeling that comes to your brain. And you realize that drawing these isn't really all that difficult. You now know how to draw a ward of the real.
Nice. Where would I put that in skill?
That
Or
not-
You can put it somewhere.
special ability?
I'd say put it in special abilities, yeah.
Honestly, we're going to need like a Google Doc, an Excel
With-
doc.
I
with
can
all of our-
probably start
words.
working on that to help you guys keep track
At
of
some
all this.
point, we're going to need like our very own common spell book between the three of us with all the incantations.
Yep.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
I was having the Unchained Melody playing in my head when you said like he was taking my hand.
The what melody?
The what?
Unchained Melody from Ghost.
I don't know
I
this.
do not.
Oh,
It's an old movie.
Ghost. Well, I
Yeah.
know Ghost. I don't know the song, but I get the idea.
From the Righteous Brothers.
The song from
Okay.
Just really nice.
Wait,
Yeah, okay, I see.
I'll YouTube it. 1 sec. I'll send you the link.
I just did.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm...
That's great. So he hands you the chalk. He says, "Here, we can if we split up the work between the two of us, we can be done much sooner."
Yeah, all right. I'll continue around the other side, and we'll just try to circle around the place.
Excellent, cool. And so the two of you go off, and you're at like a couple of paces from each other, and he's already drawing another one.
Hmm.
And as you're walking away, you hear him say, "Oh, fiddlesticks!"
I
And he
stop
like
and
smudges and
Found the
starts
link
erasing
layer.
a circle.
okay. Okay, cool. I'll continue.
He looks
Thank-
like he's redrawing the circle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to him, and I'm gonna be like, what happened?
I just fucked up on this one, but it's okay. I erased it over here, and well, a little bit of spit makes everything better, right?
Yeah, with chalk. Yeah.
And
Correct
yeah,
me,
so no, I
please.
just redrew
Other
it.
things.
Everything's fine. Just be sure to draw it precisely. Very important.
All right, I'll try my best.
Okay. So we'll catch over to the others for the moment as you continue to do the circles.
Mhm.
Alex,
Yes.
we'll start with you. What are you up to?
I want a shower.
Sure.
We have a bath. It's open.
I want something that's out of here.
By all means.
Well then, I would heavily consider just excusing myself for a while. Then
Okay, so you're gonna excuse yourself. You're gonna head back somewhere with a nice hot shower and
my apartment,
get some
nice hot
hygiene.
shower, get some hygiene, maybe collect some like food supplies and make sure we have non-perishable snacks for a while, stuff like that.
okay, you have enough time for research of one book if you like.
Sure, I would use that whenever I have a little bit of time after that. That's for sure.
Okay. So you start researching this one. Which one do I give you?
I mean, you already told me there's one about the wisps.
Yeah, I guess I might as well should tell you about that one next. So you start worshiping. Sorry, not worshiping. Yes, worshiping the light. You start researching about wisps in this, and it goes on about a lot of different mythological creatures that are throughout history, and one in particular that seems to stand out is the will-o-wisp. And you notice that this particular book seems to be making parallels between different mythologies, and that the will-o-wisp is a real entity that does exist, and it does happen to be a part of the light and the dark. And so you know that this particular this particular entity seems to be used. I want to say it this way. More utility. It's not something that's incredibly aggressive. It just seems to be something that tends to lead people. It tends to be mischievous. It tends to lead people away into danger. But when it is being helpful for somebody, it's something that's capable of protecting the person who brought it into the world, and is also, in particular, very useful for getting rid of enchantments and curses.
Okay, so support summon.
Yep.
Defensive utility. Okay, I get it. Noted.
Kiki,
Yes.
what are you doing with this current batch of downtime?
Well, like I said, I was reading, and so I'm taking notes. Oh yes, that's what I want to do. Since I read all 3 books,
Mhm.
I want to start.
Drafting?
Yeah, I'm gonna start drafting like the piece that I'm gonna be giving to the librarian.
Okay. What is it that you're going to share with the librarian? Of the
Uh,
stuff that you have that you can share, it would be the right,
well,
and
I'm gonna
the
leave a
knowledge
space.
of the deep ones.
I'm gonna leave a space for what the artifact does because I want to add it to the log.
Okay.
Um, but I'm gonna write about just about pretty much the 3 books. So the first chapter is gonna be about the ritual, the gift of the depth.
Yep.
So I'm gonna write like how it works and what it does. I'm gonna leave a space for experimentation that I'm gonna add later after I actually do the the ritual,
Okay.
so I can test it out. And then the second chapter is gonna be about the deep ones, which I already have some knowledge about, but I have more knowledge now. Which is nice that they have intelligence, which means if I do turn into a deep one, I would be completely useless. And then the third book of the deep, I'm gonna keep for later. I'm gonna start writing about it later when I find the artifact. But basically, that's what I'm doing. I'm drafting.
Okay.
I'm busy
Sounds
doing
good.
that for rank-tickly.
Just to remind you, in case you have forgotten,
Yes.
the location of the artifact, you
Gaspésie?
did manage to pinpoint it. Um, it is in Gaspésie, yeah, exactly, and it was a dockside restaurant. I think did I mention
Yep.
that already?
Yeah, you did.
It rings
Okay,
a bell,
excellent.
yeah.
Yeah, you good. I wrote it down, so that means you told me.
Cool.
So hint, hint, the GM is expecting us to go there.
Not necessarily. I was going to remind you guys that you also have hints to investigate a particular area in Texas.
Yeah, but that's so far away.
We
Indeed,
just
it
take
is
a
quite
plane.
far away.
Gaspésie's pretty far too, but not as far.
We just take a plane.
Sure, and who's got the
Yeah,
money for that? I mean, I know
exactly,
you
like-
do, but we don't know that you do.
Who's got a plane?
I don't have a plane, but we can
But
get
you have
plane
money
tickets.
for.
Y'all
Yeah.
can get tickets. All right, well, we'll cut to Shima. Shima, could you do me a favor and could you roll 3d20s, please?
3?
Yep.
Fucking 3 of them.
Nat
Excellent.
1, 18, and the 7.
Cool. You've managed to make 2 very good wards, and one of them you're pretty sure something's not right with that one.
The one that I'm not right at, I'm gonna say out loud, fiddlestick, and I'm gonna spit on it.
The student becomes the teacher.
Diaz comes and finds you afterwards, and he says, "Well, I'm done over here."
I think this one I fucked it up.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're gonna want to correct that. Do
Mind,
you want me to
mind,
do it, or you want to do it?
yeah, mind me just like like showing me again.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So you guys erase the circle, and you go and he goes and he shows you exactly on how, and you seem to have a better grasp now. It seems to be something that's like a little hard to keep in your mind, but you're not sure why. You must have just forgotten the little step.
Gosh, damn. I'm stupid.
Was it messed up for long?
Well, the time you heard me say fiddlestick is because I fucked it up.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you say fiddlesticks.
Oh god. Then
Nah, don't worry. It's probably fine. I probably just found you afterwards. This was the last one, right?
Yeah. What happens if it would have been for too long?
Well, I mean, like, if reality starts spilling out in the wrong way. I mean, honestly, most of the time, it tends just to not work. But, like, I do know that there has been a couple of times when fucky shit has gone on, and I learned very quickly that it's a little bit like handling explosives.
Yeah, it's probably related to what I want to show you. Let's go. We're gonna go in. I want to show you something on the laptop.
Sure. So he follows you. You guys managed to head back?
Yeah, so once I think the laptop was back here. So
Yep.
I'm gonna go pick it up, bring it back. I'm gonna put it on the table, connect the USB I have on me because the USB I have on me has the made of the mirror info and the bottle portal and Zigot video.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
gonna show him the video.
Which one?
The
Zygote?
Zygote, yeah.
Okay, so you guys both, as you start setting up the laptop, he mentions, well, the whole place is surrounded. I don't think we need the, this one here. And he points to the modified ward that he had sprung up.
Sure,
I mean,
we
it's
could
up
take
to
that
you,
one out.
but like if you try to do things on the inside, it's not going to work while this thing's here. You catch my drift?
Yeah, I get that.
It's up to you. Whenever you want to, you just got to break it. Say, okay.
We'll
And he starts
break it
watching
later.
the video. Is there anyone who has not seen the video who doesn't want spoilers?
Oh, I haven't seen it, but I want to see it.
Okay. So in that case, I'll keep it without spoilers.
Oh, you can spoil it. I don't care.
Okay.
But Zygote video is like literally the short film.
Yeah, it's the short film that I posted earlier.
I keep
Okay.
forgetting to watch it. It's my bad. So
No, that's fine.
if,
I mean,
no-
even if it's
no
spoiled, you
problem.
guys. I mean, there's a monster in it, and I'm going to talk a bit about the monster.
In canon, I should be aware of it already.
Yeah.
It's just that out of character, I haven't seen it because I keep forgetting. That's it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
fine.
Fuck is that?
So he's watching it. He's like, oh yeah, I've seen this before. Actually, my previous group used to worship the aspect of this one. Actually, I think they called it the unceasing.
The unceasing?
Yes.
As in, it never stops.
Yeah, basically, it's a cult that, like, I mean, they go on about how it's related to the constant heartbeat of the world, and that it's a never-ending motion. And so a lot of it. I mean, this one looks like it's a mix. It's either part of the desire or it's part of the All-Mother. He's looking at it. I think this one's part of the All-Mother. The unceasing is kind of like another. It's, I don't know, it's an aspect that's sometimes mixed in with others, but it tends to have rather terrifying results.
Right.
Think of it like the idea of something that just keeps going and never stopping. So, well, and the video as it goes depicts a monster that is made up of body parts, of human body parts in particular. Hundreds of hands and eyeballs just amalgamated into some weird fleshy golem. And throughout the video, it goes and shows how this golem goes and kills people and then takes the body parts and integrates it into itself to make it bigger and more. And it just seems to move forward and to consume everything. Yeah, this thing is dangerous, so to say the least. I wouldn't want to fight something like this because chances are it's not going to go down, not with any sort of special extra. This is
in my mind, I'm
this is
just
some nuke from
imagining.
orbit stuff. Sorry, what?
In my mind, I'm imagining like flesh and body horror mixed in with Katamari Damacy.
You're not far off.
You're not entirely far off.
It's kind of terrifying.
So, yeah, that's terrifying. If you happen to try and summon one of those, I hope you're using the right ritual, because if you don't use the right ritual, well, it'll probably get loose.
No, good to know. Well, we only got the video. Otherwise, there was another thing too I wanted to show you, and I think I just messed up in my notes.
Okay.
The geographic thing.
Geometric?
Yeah, the thing that made portals, tiny portals.
Yes. Okay.
That's what I wanted to show him.
It's not geographic, it's definitely geometric.
Geometric.
So
Sorry.
yeah, it goes on to show what was the right called? Got it written down somewhere. I really gotta centralize all this fucking shit.
I think it was the boggle portal. Boggles?
There was a little thing that was used, like a little machine that was being used at the lab in order to replicate it in a small, tiny portion. What was it? The right of the impossible angle?
Yes.
That rings a bell.
Yeah.
Right
Okay.
of the impossible angle. New aspect
should be
unnamed
that.
related to math.
So you show him the notes that you guys have found on that, the research. You see his eyes light up. It's like, holy shit! This is the real. This is someone else had found this. Where did you find this?
Somewhere in Quebec.
And he's going. He's like, damn, those Frenchies, they sure know. And he's going along. He's like, you see this right here. You remember what I said about like the lines that are guidelines and
the
and
angles.
Yeah. It's all here. And he's going on. He just gets excited. He gets silent. You see him go into a corner for a bit. He sits down. He's just reading through it furiously.
To think that we changed this guy's life.
You just have a peep from over here. Well, he seems happy.
He is.
Shima's gonna make him happy otherwise.
I heard he said we didn't need that circle there, and he's pointing to the thing.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we get rid of this? Because it's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, sure.
If you really need to, I'll go in the corner, but
No, we can take it out. And as I'm just gonna go towards the wall and just starts like scraping this corner of the.
Hear him put out a sigh of relief. It's like having a slight pressure against my head the entire way through, like just a background headache. It's not much, but like over time, it just kind of slowly wears you down.
Gotcha, man. Don't worry about it. We want to synergize our recruits, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, how lucky are you to get two recruits that are polar fucking opposites? No offense, Diaz. Diaz doesn't respond. He's just too into going through the research papers. We'll bounce back to Alex.
Hello.
So, you're doing your prep, and you've managed to finish the research.
Yes.
Are you doing anything else?
Well, at that point, I would go ahead and start talking to the two colleagues about our next step, and if we want to go ahead on another expedition.
So you start heading back? I will
Yes.
mention to you guys that it is actually starting to get late with the amount of time.
Okay.
Oh, let's go clubbing.
Yeah, sure, you'd go do that.
No. Go to a
Okay.
pub, though.
Well, I would collect all of my supplies, close my book, start bringing everything back, and head back to the hideout.
Okay. So you arrive, and it is starting to get dark out. So it's late into the evening. It's almost night by the time you get back, and you see everyone inside. You notice Diaz huddled in the corner, doing exactly what I described earlier. And the others seem to be minding their own business.
Okay, I would walk up to Manuelo because he'd be the closest to me from the entrance.
Okay.
He looks focused.
Yes. You remember the new aspect of like mathematical things that we found in Quebec?
The one in the laptop.
The information, yeah, in the laptop. He's pretty into it.
Oh, really? Is there a connection between?
It's pretty much related
This?
to the wards, yeah.
Oh.
Like he showed me just earlier, and it's crazy. Like it really depends on the angles and everything. And that's the way he explained it to me. Like it was like just like the video, well the information we got from it. So I had to show him, and now like he's into it.
Fascinating.
So I guess the best thing would be to leave him on it and see what comes out of it.
Right. So you've been studying this new stuff that he has to teach.
Yeah, some
Where's
more.
Alan?
I'm right here, dude. Oh, sorry.
Alan.
No.
I wasn't here on the map.
Sure you are.
Yes, you're in the corner.
There you go.
I think he was like started doing some stuff over there. When I grabbed the laptop, I saw him.
I started writing.
Oh, you
Taking
started
notes.
writing. Okay.
Yes.
Hopefully you didn't.
Is it a biography or
Cartography. No, it's about the deep.
Hopefully you didn't dampen your sheets too much. They're still readable.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not that damp.
Okay. So, and I would bring out one of the bags I have with me. I brought back supplies because we need to eat, drink. And I would bring out some water bottle and start distributing some, including to Diaz as well as his name escapes me, Grash.
I don't need any water bottles. None for me, thank you.
There's a knock at the door.
There's a knock at the door.
Yep.
As there's a knock at the door, I look at Alan and I'm like,
Oh, maybe they're back.
when he says that, I'm putting my hand on my gun.
No, it's fine if they're
no,
back.
but you
it's-
don't see it.
Oh, okay. Great. I'm just gonna ask Grash if he sees anything. Do you know what's outside? You know, like we don't have a peephole, but I know you see things that we can't see. Also, I hear the music changing, and I'm a little bit worried.
Grash is there. He's like, well, I don't see much. It's just more of those empty holes, like those wards that you guys put outside.
Okay. What does the door look like actually? It's just like a metal door.
It's a metal door, but you do happen to have a crack in which you can see through.
I would like to peek through to see who's on the other side, or what's on the other side.
The door. So as you start to get closer to the door, the knock gets a bit louder, and you hear a voice from the other side. It's yours.
It's mine.
It's yours. And as you look through the crack, this is what you see. Come on, guys, it's not funny. Let me in.
Guys, we got a situation.
What situation?
I'm gonna back away from the door.
As soon as I hear this,
Guys, I need to be wet. And the knocking continues.
We got some kind of shapeshifter. He's trying to look like me. I don't know what that is. Sounds a little bit like me, but he looks wrong. He doesn't have facial features. Scary.
okay, this is where I would get my hand on my gun.
Okay. Can I quickly glimpse it through him through the crack?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I would like to know what we're up against.
All right. So you start to do glimpse of true sight.
I'm scared.
You take 3 intellect damage.
I had a feeling.
It is a pitch black hole, similar to the ward, really.
Similar to the ward.
Yeah, it seems to be a creature of the real.
So Diaz, the things that you made outside, are they supposed to protect against like everything?
Yeah, unless you fuck one up.
Because we got a thing outside, and it's got the same energy from your circles.
You see his face fall. He says, "Whatever you do, do not open the door."
Yeah, obviously, I wasn't gonna open the fucking door. Thing sounds like me. That's fucking weird.
It starts banging on the door.
I'm looking at the other, and I'm like, could it be because of me?
Why? What did you do?
It shouldn't be. Like, even if it was just for 5 minutes. Like, how bad could it have been? Maybe somehow you managed to have done something absolutely fantabulous, and that you managed to figure out how to lure something here through the reel, but like, that doesn't make sense. There's not supposed to be anything. It's just, what could be more real than real?
Is it okay if I talk to him? Or is that dangerous to do?
I don't know, but don't let whatever it is, don't let it in.
Oh, I'm not gonna let it in. Hey, fake Alan. No, thank you. Not interested. Have a good day.
It starts banging on the door more. You're
Please
the fake
stop
Alan.
banging on the door.
Don't let him in.
I'm not letting him in. Don't worry.
You
Do we
got,
have
like,
anything to barricade the door?
Well, we got a bunch of like half-rotten
Wood.
planks here.
I'm sure we
Alright.
could muster something with a bit of creativity with all this stuff around here.
Yes. Okay. Is there something I can stick the crowbar in to make it to reinforce the door, like that I can slide into a latch or something?
There does seem to be a place that you can place it. Yes, the
Okay.
door does have its own lock, so it does have a lock from the inside.
Okay.
But yes, you do have a way to like properly position wood and stuff to barricade the door, so that if someone were to try to open it, the doorknob would not be able to turn enough to allow it.
Okay, but like, would a crowbar be enough logistically? Because I don't know what the door looks like
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I
You
could
have
fit in the crowbar to
you find
block.
a pretty clever way of placing the crowbar that prevents it from turning.
Okay, great. I'm gonna do that. Okay, well, I put the crowbar in. That should help. Diaz, any kind of circle you can do to magic this thing away?
Uh, I can. You know what? I'll think about it. Yeah. You know what? That's a good idea. Maybe I gotta find a way to do the opposite. Maybe push something away. Okay. I'll get right on it. And he heads off to the side, and he's got a piece of chalk, and you see him kind of scribbling and taking notes, and he just starts to. He seems to be panicking a little bit.
Is
You
the
hear
banging
footsteps.
continuing? Still
Yes.
banging?
Okay, I would go ahead and assist keeping the door like barricaded until we can get something to resolve this. Come on, Manuelo, you learn how to do those, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see Diaz and try and assist him.
Okay. So you go and you start asking him like what you can do to help out and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So as you're doing that, he's saying, "Well, it's really hard. Maybe you can find something in this," and he hands you the manuscript back. It's like, see what you can learn inside of that might help us. And look for something related to fractals. That's definitely gonna help us.
I'm gonna start looking for fractals.
Okay.
So
So
I
you
don't
start
know shit
doing the
about it.
research on it.
Yeah.
And around this time, you start to hear a strange voice. It seems to be the voice of some woman. And it seems to be coming from one of the gutters.
Oh no.
Mm. I'm gonna take the table
Okay.
and bring it with me here. And I want to see if it comes from this one or this one.
You come in, you start walking to this one.
Yeah.
As you get closer, you notice at a distance, starting to walk through, you hear the splashing, and you do see somebody starting to show up. And it seems to be a woman, and she's saying, "I'm just a poor woman. I lost my parental figures. Please let me in. I'm cold."
I'm taking the table that I'm putting it on the gutter right there. Trying to like not be able to see her or.
Okay, so you block the access as much as
Yeah.
possible.
Exactly. I'm screaming out. There's one here.
Oh no!
And
All right.
you guys
Yeah.
start to hear Grash. He's saying, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Honestly, tell me, what is that?" And he's saying that they're getting closer. You guys gotta figure out something soon.
Wait. Diaz.
Diaz calls out, "Yes."
Can you look at the word that I just scraped off on the wall? Did I fuck something off?
It's outside. I ain't going out there while those things are
No,
there,
not
man.
outside. Inside. Because it's when I scraped it off that they started hearing.
Okay. Oh, he starts to inspect it. No, this is fine. There's nothing wrong with this one.
Can you? Ah.
Why did they start showing up today?
I don't know. Something must have called them here.
Fucking hell.
I didn't call him here. I don't even have a phone. How did that happen?
It's not a phone thing.
Oh.
Alan, is there some way out of here? Except the obvious.
Except the obvious. Well, yeah. I mean, technically, every one of those grates leads, to larger sewers. But they're supposed to be secure. I've never actually explored any of them.
How do you know they're secured if you've never explored any of them?
I mean, the grates are secured. They're solid. We never had visitors from there before, so we don't. I didn't know this could happen.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. And Diaz says, we can stay here. They as long as they don't have as long as the wards aren't near, they're probably not going to be able to come in.
Probably.
I mean, I'm working on theories here, but it would make sense, right? Imagine maybe one of the wards was poorly done or fucked up or was modified in some way where it calls them instead. Okay? And what if they need to stay near things that are much more real in order, I don't know, to like manifest or some shit? I don't fucking know. But it's the best fucking thing that we've got. As long as we don't let them in, I'm pretty sure we'll be I mean, I think so. I don't know.
I have an idea for one of them. Do you still have your laptop with the notes about the maid in the mirror?
I mean, who are you asking?
Oh, I'm asking Shima. Manuela.
What are you asking? Sorry, I didn't understand.
Do you have the laptop with the notes about the maid in the mirror?
Well, it should be on the floor now, where where Diaz is at, because I took the table that was here.
Okay. I want to pick up the laptop and I want to find the file that talks about the maid in the mirror.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of double click it to open it, but I'm not gonna look at the screen. And then what I want to do is I want to bring it over to the grate, and I want to point it. I'm gonna tell the thing. I'm gonna try to convince the thing to read the fucking document.
Okay. Keep in mind that the document that you guys had that did trigger that was not a digital one. That was a physical one.
Yeah, it was the manuscript that you destroyed.
Yeah.
But I thought like any piece of information about her could summon her.
No, there was a particular phrase that was used as a trap.
Oh, and it's
That's
not
you ended up learning that afterwards, yes. Or if you didn't know
Okay.
that now, I'll give that to you for free now.
Okay.
It was a particular phrase that you had read that was a binding phrase that was used to bind her. It was done incorrectly and ended up turning into a trap.
But we know that phrase.
You have a feeling that, you have a feeling that you'd be able to recognize it. You're not sure whether or not you'd be able to recreate it.
Right.
It'd be like remembering a different language and writing down a phrase in a different language from one time that you saw it.
Oh, that was my idea. You get anything?
Perception check, Kiki?
Yes.
Since you're looking in this direction, presumably.
Yes. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Perception.
Yep, just fine. You hear splashing from this area, and you start to see some dude with impossible features coming down.
Oh no.
And you hear him say, you hear him say in Eric's voice, "I am a reporter. Let me report. I am a reporter. Let me report."
I am a reporter. Let me report.
Okay, I'm gonna start taking planks of wood and I'm gonna start barricading this area.
We're in
Okay.
deep shit.
Yeah, we are. Frantically looking for anything we can use in my notes.
Juma, you hear from this side, "I'm just a poor Manuel. Won't you let me in?"
What? I'm just a what?
A poor Manuel.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna be screaming out. Eric, can you assist us with blocking or
I'm
keeping
only
them from
working
going
on
in?
this side. I'm still upstairs doing like barricading and seeing if I can block the door the most I can.
Okay. I'm taking the bed that's here, putting it in right next to the
Right next to the grate, like barricading with the
well,
with the
because
table.
Yeah, with the table, and then
Yep.
I'm gonna go the other side here. And
What's the artifact that we have?
find something.
You
The
guys have a
artifact
couple of artifacts.
we have the scroll, if I remember correctly. Scroll of
Remind me what the
wounds.
scroll does.
You look at the creature or whatever you want to attack that's alive or humanoid, if I remember.
Yeah, that only kills one creature. Okay.
Yeah, one creature. And it depends, because it depends on how you're shredding the thing.
Mm-hmm. We can recreate like on the spot an ambience of like the Silent Father to summon a mime. That would be useful. I don't know how I would do that. I don't know how much time we have.
Diaz hears you and he says, yes, create an ambience of fucking anything.
Okay. Let's see. I have these crystals. They're from the Silent One, and I got these crystals from the Hunt Mother. Do you know how to create an ambience? What do I do? Do I crush them and spread them around?
He says, crystals? And
Yes.
he looks around very quickly, finds something heavy. Put one down on the ground quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna put a silent chalk in front of him on the floor.
He goes and he breaks it with like a downward swing of like a
Okay.
rock. He goes, he breaks and he starts smashing it up. Do you have a lighter? Do you have anything? And he starts to
Go
rush
ahead.
back, grabs one of the candles, and
Oh, there we go.
carefully starts to come by. Kiki, you barricaded this with just planks?
Planks of wood, yeah.
Give me a speed defense as this thing tries to reach out at you.
Ah, fuck. Speed defense. Where is it? There it is.
Yep, you're fine. You managed to dodge just fine.
How many fingers? How many fingers did he have? Tell me! I need to know.
7.
I was afraid you'd say that.
So he comes by and he ignites the dust, and there's just suddenly an aura of silence. And he looks up and you see him mouth something to you, but you don't hear any sound coming out of his mouth.
I'm gonna sign to him that I can't hear you.
And then he looks down, he claps, and there's no sound. He looks back at you, puzzled. And you notice that the things start to back away.
That's it? Just creating the ambiance, make them back away? Oh my god. Okay, this one's backing away too?
Yep.
What about the one
gonna
I'm
go-
trying to keep blocked out of the
yeah.
door?
You don't hear anything from the other side.
Can I crack open the door slightly after moving some rubble to see?
You could look through the crack, which would be a much smarter thing to do.
Yes. Can I do that?
Yep, absolutely.
And what do I see?
You don't see anything.
And I don't hear anything.
You don't hear
Okay,
anything.
I'm gonna make sure that everything here is still like properly locked and blocked, and go back down the ladder.
You notice that your footsteps don't make much of a noise.
That's very curious.
Do you say that out loud?
No, that's what I'm thinking in my head.
Okay.
I wouldn't say something out loud if I'm not trying to talk to someone.
You can't even hear your own thoughts.
But I would definitely try to like look at my companions here and tell them out loud. So, did something happen?
You hear nothing.
Not even my own voice.
Not even your own voice.
Then I would like gesticulate really widely to get their attention and point to my mouth.
Of all the people, Brash is the one to look at you and be like, eh. And he can't see.
How the fuck would he know then?
Um,
Or we'll just like wave again, see if I have everybody's attention.
At that point, I'm gonna see you, and then I'm trying like say like put my hand on my mouth, on my ears, and then I'm gonna wave my hands like in the air, like
like you just don't care.
yes, no, more like
A
you know,
negative sign.
yeah.
Like horizontally shaking your hands with
Mhm.
a 90-degree angle from your like your wrist at a 90-degree angle from your arm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap on your shoulder to make sure that everybody's looking at me, and I'm gonna pull out another crystal and point at
As
it.
as he touched my shoulder, I'm gonna lock it behind your back. Like I'm gonna twist you around and hold you. I don't
I'm
know
gonna
who the fuck's
like a
behind me. I didn't hear
self-defense.
you.
All right, I'll let you do it. I'll let you see that it's me.
And when I see it's you, I just leave it. And I pat you on the back. And you see my lips saying sorry, but you don't hear shit.
I look at you with a weird face, like, what the fuck, man? And then I pull out the crystal, I point at it, and then I put it back in my pocket, and then I do like a mime thing, like for like an invisible wall.
Invisible wall.
So you understand, like a classic mime thing, so you understand.
Yeah, at some point I would make the connection with the silent father.
I'll just go here, take the laptop, put it on the table, open Word, and start typing.
All right, great.
That works.
Saying it's an ambience, right?
I'm gonna write, yeah, it's the ambience of the silent father. I'm not
You
sure
don't
how
need
to.
your accent while you're typing. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
He has an accent while typing.
Oh man, Kiki.
And obviously, I take that personally.
He types, and for some reason, it's an entirely different font.
Yeah, exactly.
The worst thing, and I'm sure Kiki would have done something like that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna change the font, the
Change the
size,
font.
put it
Just
in
for the
bold and
specific
Put
italic.
it in bold italic.
Uh-huh.
Change the color to dark blue instead of black.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
put it
gonna
in
put
teal.
slashes through the O and little dots over the A's to show that it's a different accent. I'm gonna write down a question to our resident expert Diaz. Do you know how long the ambience is gonna last, or do we have to dispel it somehow?
He types and says it should disperse on its own, maybe an hour or so.
Do we want to take the advantage to maybe summon a mime as like a bodyguard to stay here to defend us in case something happens?
I mean, he types. He starts typing. He says, "Well, like, what do you mean a mime? I've never seen anything like this. What was that crystal?
It's from the Silent Father. It's
Who the
ambience.
fuck
We
is the Silent Father?"
Have you heard of the Honk Mother?
Yes.
Well, the Silent Father is kind of like half opposite, half brother of like the Honk Mother, kind of.
It's her antithesis.
Yeah, that's
The opposite.
yeah.
He types,
Well,
"Is this a joke?
No.
You mean to say that not only do we have a clown god, we have a mime god, and they're opposites?"
Yes.
Dot, dot,
We
dot.
actually summoned one
Wow.
before, and he protected us.
I would
Huh.
hijack the laptop and I would start typing. We should take advantage of the situation to find which glyph is defective.
That's a good idea. I'll take.
Diaz types. I don't think there's one in particular that's defective. I think it was just one that was defective.
And as he says that, I'm gonna be looking at down. Well, as he's writing that, and I read it, I'm just gonna like go and sit down next to what's his name again?
Colon
Next-
left parentheses.
Next to Grash, and I'm gonna be like, fuck.
Because, like, honestly, I don't think it's going to be safe to go out. The ambience is in here, and it's driven them away. But out there, where things are more real, they're probably roaming.
What would happen when the ambience runs out? Are they gonna come back?
I I don't know.
I'll type in let's summon a silent one.
All right, I'll go over here and I'll start working. I'll take
I'll
out some
help
chalk.
you.
Okay.
Start working in the circle.
Yep.
Just reviewing what we need. How about you sacrifice a memory this time? Not just me every time. It's only been once, I know, but I'm gonna type. Anyone has a memory they're willing to sacrifice that's related to the supernatural.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So we're gonna need that.
Wait, you mean that can erase some memories?
Why do you have a memory you would like to forget?
Yes.
Wow. Then let's turn a
Come
negative
along.
into a positive.
Tire-toi une bûche, mon tabarnak. Ah ouais, assis-toi.
Okay.
I'm
he
gonna.
steps he steps closer and he types on the thing. What do I have to do?
From what I remember, because I didn't put that specific thing in my notes. Does it have to be the same person that does the rite that has to
Uh,
sacrifice the memory?
I don't think so, because last time, like for the aspect of wounds, I cut myself and you got it.
Right, but I'm the one who did the miming. Does the person who does the miming have to be the one to sacrifice the memory, or does it not matter?
It doesn't seem to matter.
Okay, perfect.
It seems to be at least one person has to be focusing very hard and following the instructions on how to lose said memory.
Okay, perfect. So, well, since I've done it before, I guess I'll redo the miming.
Okay.
And while I'm doing the miming, I'm gonna tell Diaz to focus on the memory that he wants to get erased.
Okay.
And in the middle of the circle, is that it? I have to put the ingredient, which is ba, 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 ba. Where's my inventory? No, that's Discord. I'm gonna put another silent chalk to be used as the ingredient in the middle of the circle.
Just a reminder, for it to work, you need knock and silent father.
You mean wound, not knock.
Oh, the wound.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yes. You need wounds and you need silent father
I can contribute to wound and just give
as
myself
as
that.
part of the ritual.
Cool beans.
That means that either the memory, the ingredient, the ambience, or the person doing the ritual has to have that aspect.
Oh, okay. I'll cut up in my hand.
Okay, so are you using that as an ingredient?
Oh, I can use that as an ingredient instead of the silent chalk?
Yeah, so right now you have
Oh,
the
no,
ambience
with
of
the
the
silent
silent
chalk
father.
because I have to have both. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no,
Yeah.
hold on. You've got the components, right? You've got the memory component, ingredient
Get the memory
component.
component.
Yeah.
The chalk, which is the ingredient,
Okay.
and then the wound that I'm gonna make on my hand with the ritual knife is gonna be the aspect of wounds. We got the circle, and I'm gonna be miming the thing.
Okay, cool. Let me just repeat it from the get-go so you understand why I'm bringing this up.
Mm-hmm.
You've got, for the rite of the silent introduction, you've got memory, ingredient, ambience, and life, one of each. So the memory has an aspect, depending on what it is you're using. The ingredient has one aspect. The ambience has one aspect. Right now you have the silent father and ambience. So if you put the chalk, you're putting two ingredients of silent father.
Okay, the ambience counts as an ingredient.
Yes. It's
Okay,
a
I didn't know
component of the
that.
rite, yes.
Okay, well, that's
So
good.
to
That
make sure
means
that you
one
guys
more.
all know is that think of that as like just a little equation, and you have to get the proper.
Okay.
You got to put the proper puzzle. So if you need one of wounds and one of the silent father, that means that one of them has to be that and the other has to be that. and you've got 4 inputs, so to speak.
Okay.
So you at least have to match that to a certain extent. So you have the ambience that's already Silent Father.
So I guess I kind of misunderstood it when I took my own notes. So we need to have the proper list of like ingredients and ambience and memory and life, and some of them need to be aligned to the aspect we're trying to summon.
Yes, you have to have the proper combination of aspects during that ritual to get the desired effect.
Okay.
So I didn't know that. So the aspect of the memory that's being sacrificed is the aspect of a life.
The aspect, so no, life just means is the state of the person who's performing it.
Oh, okay.
But
You
if the
can't be
person who's
undead doing it.
yeah, exactly. There are some
Okay.
that will require people to be dead. There's a reason why I put it there.
Uh-huh.
You guys haven't found any
Yet.
yet. But yes, so for example, if someone has a particular innate aspect, that might come in and affect maybe the desired effect.
Right. So if, let's say, I completely turn into a deep one at some point, I might be able to provide the aspect of the deep by myself
Precisely.
being there.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Cool. All right. I will. If everybody's ready, I'm going to proceed with the ritual.
I nod.
Yep.
Go.
What
Do
are
my
you using as an
9?
ingredient?
As an ingredient,
Yep.
we have
Not
the
a
memory
component, but
from
an ingredient.
Diaz's memory. Oh, the ingredient.
Yeah, so you have the 4 components. You've got memory. Memory is put in. You don't know what it is because it's Diaz.
Well,
You've
the
got
ingredient
ingredient.
is the ritual knife cutting my
Cutting
hand.
your blood?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the aspect of the wounds ingredient.
You've got I see where the confusion is. And you'll very quickly figure out why Shima's worked. The knife is an artifact.
Yeah.
The knife is an artifact component. Your blood would be the ingredient.
Oh, but my blood is.
Are you going to use your blood?
Mm,
If it's a problem, we can
yeah, the
use
blood.
mine because I'm much less aspect aligned than you are.
I mean, it's either that or I just put another chalk in the middle. Yeah.
No, use my blood.
Okay. All right. I mean, if you're offering to cut your own hand instead of me, I won't say no.
I will do the cut if you don't mind.
Fantastic.
The guy is just gonna go so deep, he's gonna cut off the 4 fingers.
Cool. So you guys go through the ritual. Diaz starts to concentrate on the memory. Eric goes and creates a slash, and his blood starts to pour. And his blood is having the effect of wounds. The ambience is of the Silent Father, so that's working just fine. And you are being its orchestrator, or the person who's casting, doing the ritual. And so you are giving something, but it doesn't seem to be affecting anything. You go through the motions, and you mime opening a door, and out comes a silent one.
Is it the same one? Or does it look different?
You're not sure. It seems to hunch over as if it's coming out of a smaller doorway. And it seems to bust a little jig.
I'm gonna.
And then it gives Chaz hands and waves at you all.
I take the laptop and I write Stinky and I point at it.
I still have the label, so I'm gonna that he put on my forehead. So I'm gonna put it on his forehead, and that's gonna be his name.
Oh, Shima, as you type,
sticky.
you hear your fingers clacking on the keyboard.
Oh, the ambience must have been consumed.
I look at him and I'm like, "Are you the same as last one or a different one?"
Oh, we can speak?
It shrugs.
Do you know who Stinky is?
Points at Alan. Indicates the thing that was on its head. The label.
Moi avoir pris mon bain juste hier. I'm not Stinky. But
Diaz
you are
is
a
looking
Stinky
at it
now.
incredulously. And you hear
Oh, Diaz. Silent one, Diaz.
Brash from the distance says, "Huh, never seen that one before."
Yeah, we've just summoned the Silent One, which is a representation of an aspect of the Silent Father.
So I
Kind of-
heard as you guys were. Oh wait, no, you guys were typing that,
Yeah,
so he didn't hear it.
nope.
Huh.
He should help us protect the place here against the things outside.
Is the
Oh, here's
ambience
hoping.
has the ambience
Yeah,
been consumed by the ritual? Of
It
some-
appears like the ambience is gone. Yes.
Okay, should we be afraid then of the return of those?
Probably.
oddities?
I'm gonna be giving instructions to the Silent One. I'm gonna be telling him, we need you, if possible, to be kind of like our bodyguard. There are creatures outside, and to get rid of them, we need to go fix something that's also outside. So could you watch our back while we're doing that?
It nods.
And also, last thing, I don't know if you can answer that somehow. How long can you stay with us?
It looks around. It seems to bring its arm up and like pull down its sleeve as it's looking at a watch. Looks back at you, shrugs.
If possible, after protecting us today, could you stay here indefinitely to be like our bodyguard? We could feed you if you need to, you know? You could be like an employee if
It
that's
gives you
your
it-
J. Yeah.
it gives you a bit of a like a wiggle of the head, and it seems to tap its chin as if thinking for a bit, and then it seems to mime some sort of weird thing, like pointing in the sky and like rays coming away from its head, and it's pretending to be something floating through the air. Looking at
Here,
you.
I,
You
I-
seem
I'm
not.
gonna
Yep.
I'm gonna hand him a pen and paper. I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, I'm bad at mimes. I apologize. Can you write down what you're trying to say?
It nods. And it starts to scribble something. It hands you back the note. The note reads, Mr. Stinky, I'm pretty sure I should be able to stay along here for maybe a couple of, like maybe 1 or 2 dawns.
1 or 2 dons. Okay. I'm gonna nod and I'm gonna say, okay. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
It gives you an emphatic thumbs up.
All right. I like this guy. I hope he doesn't die. Uh,
Did you say that out loud?
yes. I hope you don't die. I
It
don't
nods
want you
as
to
well in
die.
agreement. It nods.
Uh, is everyone ready to head outside and try to fix the circle? Or do we want more preparations?
Well, there's only me and Diaz who can actually repair if there's one that's broken.
No, I know, but like, we can all go outside and protect you while you do that. In
Sure.
case those creatures are still there.
Brash, you're gonna stay here?
Yeah, I don't think I want to go out. I'm actually I'm gonna take the moment to hide in case these things come back.
Good.
Yeah, and he goes into this little area.
All right, let's head out.
I will bring out my gun.
Okay, I pull up.
So unfortunately, I don't have anything that is around as a map.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So we'll just keep it here and we'll role play on the side. As you guys move around, you get closer to one of the wards, one of the first wards. You don't notice anything in the distance, but you hear clapping from behind. You turn around and you see the mime, and it starts to shake its head no. And it seems to point to itself, make a little motion of like its hand is walking, and it points towards where the direction you guys are heading, and says, and it seems to pretend to struggle as if it's going closer.
Or I think the circles are preventing him from getting any closer.
Oh,
It nods enthusiastically.
Do you have any ranged attacks?
It seems to look around as if trying to look in the distance. Picks up a rock, hefts it in the air.
All right, better than nothing. Watch our backs from a distance if you can.
It nods.
Cool. All right, let's take care of that mean ass circle.
Okay, so you guys get to the first circle. You're still within sight of the Silent One. And you go and you inspect, and Diaz says, "No, this one's good. Nothing wrong with this one." I assume you guys go to the next one.
Yes.
So you guys start to walk towards the next one.
I'm also paying more attention to my surroundings than anything else.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Sure. Jesus, roll 20 is laggy. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Love it.
Somebody's about to get experience.
Someone's about to get no experience. It's an intrusion.
Oh!
You don't notice anything as you guys move on towards the next one. And then as you start to get closer, you spot the homeless lady, the one that was in the grates. And it says, "Dare you are spare some change for my baby?" And it starts to get closer. It's about 30 feet out.
Take out my gun, shooter.
Okay. Go ahead and give an attack roll.
I guess I'll follow suit since he's doing it.
I'm gonna put in effort.
Okay. And second roll from
Me?
Eric.
Puta madre.
Okay. Eric, you managed to hit. It seems to recoil a little bit. A chunk of it seems to have plopped off. And it's almost like there's a bit of, kind of like it was made of a bit of clay. Like it's as if the interior is exactly made of the same stuff as the exterior. Like it doesn't seem to have like bone structure or like blood vessels or anything. It's just like its skin all the way down. So that tears off on its shoulder. And it says, "Why did you love me?" And it continues to get closer.
While while they're quote unquote while it's quote unquote distracted by Eric and Manuelo, can I try to sneak up behind her somehow?
Sure, you can give me a roll for stealth.
It is getting darker outside.
It is quite dark outside.
Ooh.
Okay.
Not bad.
You start to sneak closer, and the closer you get, you notice its head turned directly towards you. And it says, "My infant is terminally ill. Could you spare some currency?" And it starts to walk towards you, Kiki. And it's about 15 feet out.
I'm gonna take a can of beer and I'm gonna try to chuck it at her head.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
I'm sad. Removing a can of beer. Attack roll. What is it? Is it like 2? Is it a light weapon?
Nope, it's improvised.
So what do I roll?
So it's just going to be a regular speed attack, I guess.
Okay,
Speed-based
just
attack.
a speed roll.
It's like a light weapon without the benefit of a light weapon. Okay,
Right.
you do manage to hit it.
I didn't roll anything.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at your 15.
Yeah, that's the stealth that from
I
earlier.
didn't read.
It's a 12.
You did not manage to hit it.
Damn it.
So you fling your beer can and it just barely misses. It's
Damn
trying
it.
to get closer. Did you guys you guys took Diaz with you, right?
Yes.
With us.
Diaz is panicking and he's saying, "Do not touch it."
What happens if we touch it?
I'm sure nothing good. Imagine if something was more real than you. I don't even know how to explain that.
Just try to find the broken ward, please.
I mean, it's past it. The next one's past it, and he's pointing.
I'm gonna try to goat the thing into following me.
Okay.
Is it running at all, or is it just walking?
No, it's just walking.
Okay, so as long as it's keeping its pace, I'm gonna try to goad it to come towards me.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to answer her.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you, I feel blessed. I'm gonna try to answer her questions, even though they don't make sense.
I thought we were gonna show her your gills.
No, never on the first date. Also, I don't have gills yet, unfortunately. I wish I could. Yeah, so I'm gonna goad her into following me. I'm gonna say like, I'll have cure for daughter. Follow me.
And
Try to
it
communicate.
is definitely still walking towards you. I assume
Yeah,
you're
I'm
trying to
not-
keep pace, staying away from it.
Yeah, I'm trying to goad her like away from to lead her away from where the circle is, so the rest of the gang can go and fix it.
Okay.
Okay, I would follow behind both of them, and if it were to get too close to Alan, I would like shoot at its legs or whatever I can do to like handicap it or slow it.
Okay.
And I'll stay with the Diaz in case another one pops up.
Yeah, you two can fix it. I can't.
So it starts to come closer, and out of nowhere comes a rock that barrels into
Hell
it
yeah.
from range. And you turn and you see the silent one who had just made the motion of like letting go of a slingshot
Nice.
and looks at you, gives a thumbs up, and it's looking for another rock.
I love him.
It doesn't seem to be slowed down, and it's still moving forward.
Damn.
But it's moving away from.
It's moving towards you, and specifically Kiki.
Okay. Good. My plan is working. I am genius.
So it's getting closer, and you hear it say, "Please, let me in," and it just keeps walking closer and closer, and you start to notice that the portion that had peeled off, that was shot off, seems to slowly be closing itself.
Oh, it's healing itself. Shit.
Great, it's got regen.
God damn.
Kiki, you're next.
That's me.
Yep.
I mean, I'm still doing that until
You're gonna try and lure it away. And
I'm
give enough
keeping
space for the
luring her
others?
away. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So the plan, from what I understand, is you guys are going to lure it away from Diaz and Shima so they can go around and check the other ones.
Precisely.
Is that the plan? Okay. Everyone's going on with this plan?
Yep. And
Okay.
as I said, I will keep pace some distance
Kiki,
away, and if there's an issue, I'll intervene to the best I can.
Kiki, and Alex, I need you both to give me perception checks.
Oh no.
And Shima, you and Diaz managed to get to the next one.
Okay.
And give me a d20 for luck.
Oh, fuck.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Nice.
20.
Nat 20, nat 17, and I got a 1.
Okay, cool.
I got shit in my eye.
I'll start with Shima. Diaz sees, he says, "This isn't the one you fucked up and you told me about earlier. This is a different one." "Oh, well, obviously this one didn't work. Look at it." And you look at it, and you notice there's just very slight differences. He goes and he erases it, and he just starts redrawing it as a new one. He goes, he says, "Okay, we're done here. This must have been it."
At that point, I'm looking at the one that's close to Kiki, to Alan.
Okay.
Is it going away? What is it doing?
Oh no, it's still there. It's still walking towards him. And you notice in the distance there is another one, but it's closing in from behind.
Oh, shit.
From behind Alan?
Yep.
At that time, I'm screaming out to him, "Look up behind!"
I'm gonna look up behind.
And I'll try to shoot it from afar.
You notice the reporter, and it's coming in and it's saying, "Would you like to put an entry in the news?"
It's a horrible parody of me.
Go ahead and place do an attack roll. That is that was what you said, right, Shima? You're
Yep.
going to try and shoot it.
Nice.
Nice.
16.
You managed to get a very clean shot on it, and it says, "Ouch, my investigation."
Investigate this, motherfucker.
Investigate these nuts.
I got him.
Eric,
Yes.
it's up to you. Are you doing anything different? You now notice the second one that's closing in from the other direction.
God.
You also notice the mime frantically, like, waving motions of, like, you're in danger.
I know I'm in danger. Is there anyone that's heading for me directly right now?
Yes, the one that's the other one that is most recent.
So my
The
clone.
reporter.
Okay.
Yes.
It's getting shot a lot.
Okay.
With effort and prejudice.
Oh,
One effort. Oh wow, that's terrible.
Damn. Okay, but it is mod 3 though.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's mod 3, so that's fine. You do manage to pop it really with a nice, good, solid hit. And you notice it recoil from the hit. A portion of it seems to have been blown off. It looks down, and it looks back up to you. And you see it start to, like, do a strange, weird sort of trance. You're not sure what it's doing, but it's sort of standing still and it's staring at you. But you start to feel strange.
Oh no. I want to back off.
Okay. So you start to pull back.
I start to pull back, and I want to break eye contact, but not keep it completely out of my line of sight.
Okay. Shima, what are you up to? I guess I should probably pass by Kiki next.
Yeah,
I guess
go ahead.
both of you, starting with Kiki.
what's the angle looking like with the second guy?
Sorry?
The second guy is like right behind me.
Yep.
And the lady's right in
Who's
front of
closing
me.
in. And the lady's in front of you. Yeah. They're both about like 15 feet out. And they're
Well,
closing
I'm
in.
gonna start moving like sideways, so that I'm looking at them both while moving backwards.
Okay.
And
Here,
I'm
I'll
gonna.
use this portion to help visualize.
Oh, good idea.
You guys are like Shima's off in the distance with Diaz, and this strange woman is off, but like much more to the side. I guess move you guys all. Yeah, like that.
Again,
And you've got,
Shima. This is over
and Shima's off in this direction.
in this
Yeah.
direction. Okay, I'm gonna start moving in that direction then.
Okay.
I guess. Wait, how many cubes can I move?
You end up moving like 30 cubes. Don't take the distances here as real. That's just to show like positioning.
It's
So
just
you start to
I
move.
move a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I start
So
to
you're
move that
moving
way.
back. You're moving back in the direction of the hideout.
Yes,
in essence.
exactly.
Okay.
But if I notice that they're not looking at me for some reason, I'm gonna goad them into looking at me. And if that
Okay.
doesn't work, I want to try to attack them from a distance with anything I can find, like beer.
Okay. And Shima, what are you up to?
I'll since I'm gonna be with Diaz, I'm gonna try just go around the woman. It is gonna take longer, but we're gonna be bolting it, so we're gonna
Okay.
like action run also or something.
Okay. So you grab Diaz and you start to run.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Eric, it's at this moment that you see the reporter dude glance towards Alan, and it says, "Alan, where are you going? Come back. It's me, Eric."
I know it's you. Come, follow me. We'll have a
It's not me.
reporting party.
Yes, it is I, Eric Roslevo. And it starts to walk towards you, Alan.
Good. Perfect. That is my plan.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Eric, what are you doing in this time?
I don't know what to do. This is weird and a little overwhelming. So this one is heading towards Alan.
Yep, slowly.
This one is.
It was still heading towards Alan.
Then,
For some reason, they seem to be fixating on Alan.
okay, then I would. Let them go in that direction towards Alan.
Okay.
And I would just make sure I'm out of the way, but keeping an eye on all of this.
Okay. It's at this point that you notice that the reporter of the two seems to be pulling out a gun.
What?
Oh, hell.
Alan, give me a speed defense as it tries to shoot you.
Oh god.
Alan,
But it's
where
not
are
like
you
a
going?
banana?
It's not like a banana.
Damn it.
Banana phone.
Ring, 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 ring.
Banana.
The gun that it pulls out looks similar to Eric's, except that the handle is going on for way too long.
Dude, that is my second one in a row.
Okay, excellent. Take 6 speed damage.
6? That's harder than I hit.
And you hear it saying, "Alan, don't run, please. Just want to talk. Where are you from?"
You can talk from a distance, motherfucker. You didn't have to shoot me.
I want
And
to
it's-
shoot his gun off of his hands.
Still coming closer. All right, Eric, you're next.
Okay, I want to shoot his gun out of his hand.
Okay, so you're aiming for the gun?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Alright, so. Gun. This is absolutely not how I expected this to go tonight. 14.
Do you manage to hit? You hit the body, though. You don't quite hit the gun. The gun being a smaller target on it.
Yeah. More difficult.
So you manage to pump in another good bullet into it, and it recoils back. And it turns to you and it says, "You would want to be me, wouldn't me?"
I just hide behind a tree. Take
You
cover.
start to notice the mime starts to sprint and starts to sprint towards this dude. And it gets close. And it gives it just big ol' slap across the face. And as it does so, you see the mime like writhe in agony while the thing is on the ground. The mime's hand is missing.
Oh god.
What?
I thought I told you I don't want him to die. How dare you? I kill you!
Shima, you're next.
So as I was running around with Diaz, I'm gonna keep on going around.
Okay. At this point,
Running.
you do manage to sprint past both of them, and you're getting quite close to the hideout.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, like, at that point, I'm just gonna say, like, Diaz, get inside. And from where I am, I want to shoot the lady.
Okay,
If possible.
go for it. Ooh, nice.
Bruh.
You managed to pop it right in the head. A portion of its face is gone, just torn off. And it looks at you. And it stares at you for a moment. And it says, "You would do this to your own mother?"
That's what I thought was happening.
I don't want.
No eres mi mamá. Vete, bruja.
Kiki, you're within range of the hideout. You're very close to where Shima is.
I don't know. I have an idea. I'm gonna take a crystal of the silent one.
Okay.
I want to put it on the floor and crush it with my foot.
Okay.
Then I want to go take the powder in my hands. And I'm going to rush to this guy. And I'm going to try to throw the powder in his face.
Okay. So you go and you manage to crush the powder and you run up and you throw the powder onto him as much as possible towards the face. And you notice little tiny holes start to appear in the thing. And it doesn't seem to be reacting in a sense, but you do notice that there's portions of that just start to go missing. As if like the powder in it seemed to be like canceling each other out. And it turns to you and you see a big ol' handprint that's just missing from its face. And it says, "Why would you do this to your friend, Alan? Your only friend." And it starts to aim at you with the gun. And it takes a shot. Give me a speed defense.
Now, question.
Yes.
Does it have disadvantage because
I ain't mentioning
Because
anything.
it's close? Because it's like less. That's the D&D rules. Okay. Speed defense. Let's go. This is where I die, boys. This is where I die.
You're going to take 6 damage to might as it pumps you right in the torso.
Fucking.
The
All
mother
right.
starts to walk towards Shima. And it starts to stare at you, Shima. You start to feel weird again. Not again, but you start to feel weird. Eric.
Fucking hell. So I saw what Ellen did with the powder, and it like kind of made it disappear. Partially, right?
Yeah, it started boring holes through it. Yes.
I have some of my own powder of the light in the dark. I want to, now that I observed that, take some and throw it on that woman that's running after Manuelo.
Okay.
Take a good dash at it and like shower her with my dose of brightstone dust.
Okay. So you're gonna extend your dose.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go and you throw it on, and it seems to just kind of shudder a bit as the dust is contacting it and creating these little tiny holes all throughout its body. And it turns around and it says, "Why would you do this to your only friend, Eric?" And it does not. There's a decent part of it that's missing. The
I'm taking some distance away because I don't want her to touch me.
the mime looking down at its hand and in sort of like its missing hand in disbelief goes and it looks at you, Kiki, and it mouths sorry, and it drops itself onto the man.
I can't do anything to stop him.
Nope.
Too fast.
They both seem to dematerialize.
Man, can't we have a bodyguard for more than 5 seconds?
Maybe.
They die so fast. They're so brave. I don't want them to die.
Shima?
I'll take a bit more distance with the lady and shoot her again.
Okay.
Screaming again, "You're not my mom, bruja!"
You manage to hit it, and as it does, it says, "I know what you are. It's in your blood." As another chunk of it flies off. It seems to be stumbling at the moment. Helen.
I'm gonna... I'm gonna take a crystal of the Honk Mother.
Okay.
Because I have more. I'm gonna put it in my hand. I'm gonna get closer and I'm gonna shoot the crystal at her.
You're going to throw the entire crystal at her?
The whole crystal. I'm gonna aim for her head.
Okay. Jesus Christ, I forgot how many of these ingredients you had. Damn, okay, cool.
Oh yeah. I knew they were useful,
yeah.
so I
Yeah,
Oh,
took
yeah.
some of them.
Good move. Good move.
I'm taking Honk Mother because I only have 2 silent chalks yet left, and I want to keep them.
That's fine. So you throw one of the honk crystals.
Yes.
Go ahead and give me. Do you get close enough to really not miss, or?
Yes, I want to get
Alright.
close enough to not miss.
Okay.
Do I have to be like within 5 feet, like
About,
that?
yeah.
Okay.
So you go.
Well, I'm
and
gonna be like
you-
this in case I want to shoot at her.
Okay. So you go and you throw, and the crystal goes and plunges into the core of it, and you start to hear some sort of strange hiss, and the hiss sounds just slightly like laughter as the rest of it disintegrates.
Fuck yeah. Yatta! Guys, I think that was the last of it, right?
There was another one, no?
There was a third one?
The one at the door.
The one that I was blocking that looked like you.
The fake Alan? I want to look around to see if I can spot him if he's nearby.
Okay, give me a perception check. You don't see. It appears to be clear.
Yeah.
Coast is clearer.
Coast is clear.
Are the circles fixed?
Yes, they are.
All right, fantastic. I'm gonna go have a bit of a lie down. You guys got a band-aid or something? Oh,
Right, you got shot.
I
I
got
look at
shot
his.
twice.
I got at his wounds,
Oh.
see if the bullets went through or not.
There does seem to be one that's stuck.
I never got shot before. This is new experience.
You know what? Come with me to my car.
Okay.
God, I've never performed surgery to remove a bullet before. That's.
It's not such of a surgery. You just need to have the right pliers.
I have tongs. They're a little bit big, but yeah, I think they're too big.
In my car, I've got a little like little health kit where you actually see like I have like special like how do you say genre des pains spécialement faits pour ça, genre comme genre
Deep space.
Something to
crooked but long, just to go like deep in.
Just like my
and
dick.
reach it.
I would find a large stick of wood somewhere
Okay.
in the woods. And as I see them getting prepared for that, I would put it in front of Alan's mouth and I would tell him, bite into it hard.
And get splinters in your mouth.
I don't want to break my veneers.
Well, I don't think you realize how painful that's going to be.
And just as it says that, I'm just gonna start going in and trying to pull it out.
Ah!
So you start to pull out the bullet, and you notice that a decent chunk of flesh comes with it, as if it was slowly starting to fuse with.
Damn. Fish flesh.
But you managed to chunk it out.
That's white meat.
I get it out, put it in the little container, and I'm like, here's a little souvenir.
Now, how come
Oh,
do you know how to do that?
What? You know, summer camp. I take my bottle of alcohol, open it, put it on the wound, give it to him for him to drink, and I just put a gauze on it.
It stings like hell, obviously.
Man, this tastes like an ashtray. What is this, whiskey?
I look at him and I'm like, you got eyes, read. It's tequila, pendejo.
Oh! I like tequila. Tequila is nice. Tequila's fun.
Oh.
So, danger out of the way. You guys managed to get back to the hideout. And you've got a worried Diaz and Grash who said, Are they gone? Did you guys fix it?
We think
Yeah.
we're good.
We took care of them. We got only this little guy a little bit banged up. And I bring Alan over to the bed.
Dinner and a movie first, buddy.
As he says that, I'm dropping him. I'm not holding him anymore. Like, take care of yourself, fucker.
I'm gonna fall asleep on the bed. Take some
Diaz
rest.
looks at you guys and says, I think that's enough excitement for me tonight.
Yeah, I would tend to agree.
Brash also says, yeah, I'm gonna do what I need to do. And he slumps into the corner.
Just before he goes, I'm like, don't forget to try and bring good stuff for us.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten. That's what I'm doing tonight. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
And right as you say that, you notice that he's already asleep.
I'll head to sleep
You
too.
can be somewhere inside the, and not inside the walls.
Just gonna find whatever cottage is like empty and crash there because I've had enough excitement for tonight.
So you guys spend the night, and the rest of the night is uneventful. And up comes morning.
Uh, I kind of forgot if can I go into the dream world during the night, or does it
Yep.
take
If you
away from
guys
my
want
rest?
to, if no, it doesn't take away from the rest. If you guys want to explore in the dream world, you guys can.
Sure, yes.
Cool. So during, as you guys fall asleep, you guys make the necessary preparations and start to dream, so to speak. Without trouble, you guys manage to find each other. And you notice in the distance, all three of you, there's a figure in the distance.
Oh, great.
When I'm like, Rash?
And without further ado, Brash comes closer, and you see him, and he has his eyes. And says, "Hi."
What of his, the color of his eyes?
They're a very strange sort of like orange, like an amber kind of orange.
Ooh, orange color.
Well, thank you. I mean, if I still had them in real life, that would have been nice. So, anywhere that you want to go in particular, or
Well, I expended some brightstone dust. I'd like to recover some.
oh, I think I know where to find that.
It wasn't too hard to find the first time.
Do you try to find your way back to the?
Yeah.
As you do, and you manage to get back to the clearing where you find the large stone with, of course, the dust floating down around it.
Are we good there? Ooh, wow, I'm getting tired. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I would get myself another dose of brightstone dust.
It looks like you might be able to collect enough for 3.
I'm going to use the level for quantity for this, because I don't think it has
Yeah,
a
that's fine.
level. Okay, done.
Cool. Brash just kind of looks around and he says, "Well, it's kind of quiet this time around. Sometimes there's stuff that roam around out here."
I'll be trying to find something to kill.
Something to kill.
Something that kills, or something that you can kill?
Something to use to kill. Like a weapon.
So you're focusing on trying to find some form of weapon.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. As you start to walk, you start to find yourself going down a very weird, very strange sort of path, but it doesn't seem to lead anywhere. You end up seeing just some strange trees,
Mm.
but there's nothing around that seems to match that description. You notice off to the end, there's something sort of just, it's like another direction, but it doesn't seem to be in the direction of an object.
I'll follow through.
So as you start going in that direction, you start to realize that this direction seems to be just not necessarily on finding something to kill with or something to kill, but just it seems to be related to the idea of things ending. And you come up to a bunch of trees with a gate in the distance. The gate is completely frozen over.
I go to the gate and I want to try and see if I can, like touch the ice. Is it like frozen solid?
It is indeed frozen solid. And it's extremely cold.
So we can't glimpse of true sight here, otherwise we're gonna get hurt. But we still have our instinct. And
Indeed.
something tells me that my instinct tells me that if we were to cross into this realm somehow, we would meet ores.
You think?
Yes.
You have Brashton back. He says, "Who's oars?"
That's
An old
something we
friend.
cannot explain, unfortunately.
Well, suit yourself.
We're in the dream world, right?
The forest between.
I'm talking to the GM.
You guys, yes, you are dreaming at the moment, so you guys are.
If
in
I
some
imagine
form.
myself with a flamethrower, would I have a flamethrower in my hand?
No. So right now, you guys aren't necessarily in a dream world. You guys are dreaming. And from what you understand, you guys are exploring another dimension just through a different means, not physically. You're doing so with your souls.
There is a projection of our souls.
Yeah, like astral projection, you could say. But into another dimension.
I would like to start walking, thinking about the warding glyph.
You start thinking about the warding glyph and you start walking.
Yeah.
Okay, following.
Okay. As you start to walk, the forest starts to end, but in a very strange sort of whiteness. There's nothing beyond. And Brash is there. He says, "What the fuck were you thinking of to lead over
Wards.
here? I've never seen something outside of the forest. It's like an expanse of nothing."
I was thinking about the wards.
Oh, those headaches?
That's clever.
Huh. I don't know how smart it would be to continue in that direction, though.
Yeah.
It does look like a bit of a problem, honestly.
Oh, do you guys want to see a place that I found?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, well, follow me. And he starts to lead you through the forest, and the forest starts to wind and weave and go in all sorts of directions, and you find yourself, in some moments, turning left, but you've turned left enough for it to have turned back on itself, but yet the path is still something new. Going through tunnels until you lead out into an opening, and you're gifted with this view. He says, "Sometimes I like to come here. The flowers, I don't know what about it, but they seem to change all the time. Like one moment you look at it and it's a different flower, and it just seems to like morph over time. I don't know. Might be useful."
I'd like to pick one of the flowers.
Okay.
Possible.
You pick one up, and as you pick it up, you notice that the petals and stuff, they seem to like change and shimmer a bit. And the flower starts to close in on itself, and when it opens up again, it's a different color, different shapes.
That's cool. Okay, I what I want to do is I would like to do I have a container I can use? Oh, by the way, can I open the strange box?
You try to
Is
open it?
finished? Yeah.
You open it, and it opens.
Oh, and what's inside?
Inside is
Because I need a container, so
inside is a pearlescent dust It seems to be sort of like a mixture of blacks and grays. It seems to shimmer with like the angle that you look at it. And it seems to be just some sort of kind of like a dust, but it's kind of like ash.
What the fuck?
It's just in the box.
Okay.
And Brash looks at it. Oh, that's weird. That looks similar to the gate that you guys found.
The gate?
Yeah. You know, the frozen gate that we were at? The one that
Oh.
gives you this impending sense of doom and...
Finality.
Yeah, exactly. Like that.
Can I glimpse with true sight the
No.
dust?
Well,
The
you're
dust!
saying it out loud, so.
As
The
I mean,
dust.
you can. As you start to do that, Brash puts his hand on you. He says, "Are you sure you want to do that?
Oh, I guess not.
Remember where you are."
Oh yeah. It hurts in here.
I've gotten very used to it. So like I'm like constantly doing it, but the
Alright.
pain has gotten bearable. I've grown a resistance.
Alright, here's
By
what I'm
all
gonna
means,
do.
you can if you want.
I'm gonna empty the box into one of my leather gloves. Because I
Okay,
got no containers on me. So I'm gonna take one of my leather gloves
sure.
and I'm gonna like, just make it really tight so it's like a little pouch. And with my second glove, I want to take some of the if I can see like a little clump of the flowers,
Yep.
I'd like to pick up a small patch of dirt that comes with it.
Okay.
So I get like the roots.
Okay.
And I want to try to put that in my second glove.
The dirt
So I have like a little, you know what I mean?
or the flowers.
So I can try to plant it in the real world if I can.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
You see what I mean?
Yep.
I want to try to bring that back.
Says it looks at what you're doing. I mean,
Yeah,
I get that you're gonna try and plant it somewhere, and it'll probably work. But yeah, you
but
can just always come back here and pick some more.
yeah, but it's gonna look pretty in my room.
Okay, sure. Fair enough. Go ahead and add. Go ahead and add ash, like mysterious ash. Unless you want to tell me what aspect you think it is.
I just wrote pearlescent ashy dust.
Cool. And then add 3 flowers.
I'm gonna call them shifting flowers.
Damn, that's a better fucking name than what I had.
What did you have?
Flowers of Change.
That's exactly what I was imagining them, honestly.
Spoiler
That's good
alert.
too.
Well, I
I
already
like
have in my
shifting
notes
flowers way
aspect
better.
of change for the flowers.
Yeah, I mean, it should be pretty obvious with the aspects of the ingredients I just gave you guys.
You know,
Cool.
actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this stream section is pretty good to get ourselves ingredients for different things.
Oh, absolutely. It's fantastic for that. That's Brash that's speaking.
Speaking of which, I know exactly where I want to go next if you guys want to.
Sure.
Do you want to recover some chalk of the Silent Father?
Nah, I want some fucked up fish, man. I want to find the neighborhood of the deep in this forest,
Oh.
if
Yeah,
there
okay.
is one.
I think so. I do remember finding a place with lots of water. I find that the best way to get there is to think of something that's like dark, deep, and full of secrets.
I think
You-
I have an idea.
Well, go ahead, lead the way. Let's see where it goes.
I'm gonna be thinking of like the Marianas Trench, and what lies at the bottom.
Okay. As you start to walk, you start to notice the ground starts to get damp and more wet.
Nice.
And small little puddles start to go into like little streams. And you get closer and closer, and you end up coming down a path that is inundated with water. and the vegetation seems to have changed into like near coral.
Oh, that's
And
actually
you're
cool.
noticing some very
Yeet.
some very interesting patches of plants that look like coral.
Coral. Awesome. Uh,
Fucking
what?
llamas, man.
I mean, there's that, and there's also Carl. Carl from The Walking Dead.
Mm.
The way he says Carl. Uh, Thinking I might as well bring back as much as I can. I'm gonna grab some see if I can grab some coral to bring home.
You managed to get about 4 doses of this strange coral. You have no idea what aspect it's of. None.
No idea. No,
None.
no clue. Not a single clue.
You notice that the path continues.
Ooh. I would like to keep going.
As you follow down the path and you keep going, you end up coming to a clearing. It starts to get a little more verdant, a little more alive, but you do notice in the distance there's appears to be what sort of like a lake. And in the distance there appears to be a gate. It looks like a giant sort of seashell. Not a seashell, but like a sea creature animal shell.
Okay.
Um, like a carapace, there you go. That's
hmm
encompassing this gate, and the gate seems to be angled in a way where it goes deep down into the earth.
I wanna, guys. I'm just gonna go take a peek. All right. Stay back in case it's dangerous.
You have 10 minutes. If we don't see anything from you again, we're going to assume you're not coming back.
I'm gonna finger gun at him like, sounds good. And I'm just gonna pop my head in
Okay, so you get
inside the
closer
gate.
to the.
Oh
As you
yeah, I
get
get
closer to the
closer and
gate, you notice the gate is definitely closed,
oh
and
okay.
you notice there's inscriptions across. And the
Oh.
inscriptions are very similar to what you've seen before.
Are they
It's
in a
definitely a
different language?
different language, and it's
Uh-huh.
definitely of the denizens of the deep.
Um, can I try to decipher what it says?
Yes, in fact, you seem to be able to read it just fine,
Oh,
given your
okay,
past.
fantastic.
And it
What does it say?
states, "Speak the answer to the riddle of the deep, and the door will open."
The riddle of the deep. Have I ever heard that before?
Nope.
No. Okay. Huh. I have no clue what that is. Thinking. Fish. Is the answer fish?
Nothing happens.
I want to knock on the door.
Nothing happens. You don't hear anything.
Oh well, I tried. I'm gonna go back
Cool.
to the other guys.
So you come back to the group and you see Brash is looking. I think I remember this place.
Do you have any idea what the riddle of the deep might be?
Oh, I remember going to a couple of the different things. Each of the doors seem to have something, some sort of, I don't know, passcode, I guess.
The desire one
I
did
don't
have.
think, I don't think it's a. You were able to go through the desire?
I was able to pop my head in.
Oh, but the door was still closed.
Oh, I guess it was like half
Ah, it
closed.
makes sense. Shit. Of course the desire would give you some sort of cock tease of a peak.
Ah, I see. Has anyone ever like solved those riddles?
Oh, I'm sure. I've seen people go through.
I mean,
If
it's
they
hard to
speak
solve a riddle
something.
when you don't even have the riddle.
I think
Uh,
I think you have to speak some sort of truth relating to that aspect. I don't know. Like that's what I think it is. I don't think you can just go and say something about the aspect. I think it's deeper than that. I think like there's like a particular. I don't know. It's like maybe saying the true name of something. Does that make sense?
That kind of makes sense.
I'm just guessing.
Some like forbidden knowledge or something.
Yeah.
Something not everybody would know.
Yeah, exactly. Some secret that would be guarded as much as possible. That'd probably be the way to get through, or at least because every time I've seen something go in, it did look like it spoke something.
I see what you mean. In the books that I read about the deep, is there any such information that I would have come across?
No, you hadn't come
No.
across any of that information.
Okay.
The only information is that you do know that past this gate, you've got a heavy suspicion, based off of what you've read about the deep ones, that the deep ones live past this gate.
Man, right on the other side. So
Yep.
close and yet
So
so
close.
far.
The only
Yet
gate
so
that we
far.
found that was really truly open was the one we don't want to walk into, basically.
Yeah. I guess a lot of them are dangerous also, not just that one, but I'm gonna go back to the door. I want to try something. It's probably not gonna do anything.
Okay.
But I'm
You
gonna
get close to the
whisper to
door.
the door. I'm gonna say, "My true name is Alan Green.
Nothing happens.
I know the name of a deep one. I think." And I'm gonna mention my the name of my old friend
Okay.
who used to be in the. Just have to find it because I wrote it somewhere. Oh yeah, one of the deep ones. True name is Peter
You were about to say
Rudisindus.
Griffin.
No, Peter Rudisindus.
Rudisindus. Okay.
No, he was a cultist friend of mine. Probably a deep one by now.
Nothing happens.
Well, can I try to say Cthulhu in like the language of the deep?
Like Cthulhu tongue.
Yeah,
You
but
go and you pronounce it.
I'm gonna pronounce it like in the language of the deep.
Okay.
I mean, I can't do that, but Alan does.
Yeah. You go and you pronounce the words, the name. Nothing happens.
Well,
Damn it, that's the one I thought would work.
yeah. Put a pin on that one, I guess. Um. There's water around, right?
Yep.
Can I look for a fucked up fish?
Sure.
I want to. I'm a roll for looking for a fucked up fish.
Yes, you are.
Here's my fucked up fish skill.
Was that the perception of 15?
What? No, I didn't roll anything.
Okay.
But I can put my head underwater to try to find one.
Sure.
And I do have trained perception underwater.
You do happen to see some things swimming.
All right. I wanna try to catch it with my claws. Do I have to roll anything?
I was waiting for you to give me a perception to see exactly what it is you see.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
swimming.
Well, I have perception and I have.
Do you have a bonus to it because you're underwater? Well, your head is underwater.
Yeah, I'm trained.
Yep, that's fine. It looks kind of like a beautiful maiden.
But the size of a fish?
Nope. It definitely is just
size of-
far off in the distance. It looks kind of like a mermaid.
Oh, mermaid. Okay. Well, I'm not interested in mermaids. It's cool that there's one. I'm not gonna kill a mermaid just for her essence and shit. Can
Why
I
not?
keep?
You could get her gills.
I could steal her water breathing.
Oh my god. Fucking
Sacrifice her to
murder
become a deep
hobos.
one.
Do you get closer?
I might as well go say hi.
Okay.
That's the polite thing
Oh
to do.
no.
Did I made you change your opinion?
No, I just wanted to go say hi.
So you start to get closer, and that's when you notice, yeah, it is a mermaid. You don't quite see the end of its tail,
Oh no,
and,
that's not
and
bad.
it
That's not a good
sees
sign.
you,
Uh-huh.
and it waves emphatically, and it starts to gesture like, come closer," and it's moving backwards at the same time, sort of like a slow lilting.
Yeah, like a
kind
fucking
of thing.
anglerfish. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, I'm not falling for that shit. I'm gonna wave with my hands like to say no, and I'm gonna just say bye and fly and swim away.
You see it kind of reach out as if like longingly, like, "Why are you going?"
And I'm gonna try to mime with my hand, pointing at her, pointing
Okay.
at me, and then her like eating me. And then I'm gonna point like at my head, like you know the gif with the guy's like uh, touching his head, like smart, huh? You know that gif?
Yep.
I'm gonna mime that,
Okay.
like try to say like, nah, nice try, no.
The mermaid's limbs go limp, and it seems to be pulled from underneath as it hangs upside down.
Yo, I'm swimming so fast.
And the anglerfish portion of it is coming in hot
Oh
as
Jesus fucking
it's
Christ.
coming in. It's from a distance though. You got plenty of time to get out.
I'm leaving the fucker.
Cool. So you managed to get out, and you see the others. They mentioned, well, you got Brash. Like, what's up? You left that in a hurry?
I was looking for a fucked up fish. I found a fucked up fish.
All
It's a
right.
little too big.
Okay.
It's a
How big are
giant,
we talking?
like giant anglerfish.
Oh, all right. And he starts to sprint.
They tried to lure me like with a fake mermaid. Haha, nice try.
Brash is gone, and he turns back and he says, "Are you guys coming or what?"
Oh, that's
Yeah,
wait.
following.
Yeah, following.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
following.
cool. So you guys managed to leave, and you're back towards the center of the forest.
By the way, I forgot to mention I didn't fall for it because I'm trained in that shit.
Oh, that's fine.
That was very obvious.
I want to look. I'm
Oh,
gonna be
I can't
walking.
see where the tail is ending. Yeah.
Yeah, and we might still have
Duh.
trauma of a one shot also.
Maybe. Yes, Shima. You wanted to look for something?
I want to be walking, thinking about finding some poison.
Some poison. Okay.
Something poisonous.
You start thinking about, something poisonous, and the slightest bit of a thought crosses your mind of like, wouldn't it be funny if it's like just a strange, absurd scenario, and you find yourself going down a strange path. And the trees start to get a little colorful and almost festive.
Oh God, why is that related to poisons?
Do you continue? I assume everyone's following.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before I continue, I'm gonna go look back in my vial and look and see if the spider's still alive in it.
It is not.
It's
It is
dead.
dead.
Interesting.
I thought it was gonna still be alive, and I'll just release it into the nature.
I mean, you could, of course, release it into the nature anyway.
Yeah, I'll
That's why this is.
leave it in.
Oh.
That's why what?
That's why when he's thinking poison, we're getting into the hunt mother's pad. It's because those fucking spiders. That's the connection.
Possible.
It makes
I'll
sense.
So
continue
you release
walking.
the little.
Yeah,
Okay, so you go and you
like
release it.
I'm gonna go towards like one of the trees, like put it on one of the little like shelves there.
Okay.
But like
As you go and you do
put it-
that, one of the
Yeah.
trees shudders as if it giggled a bit.
I know it tickles, right?
There's no response. Do you continue thinking about poison and walking?
Yeah.
Okay. You start getting closer and closer, and you come across down the path. You come across this kind of tree. It looks weird, and it sees you,
Oh Jesus fuck!
and it
That is
starts to
nightmare fuel.
grin, and it says, "Hello."
Well, hello there.
Brings you over here.
Oh, well, I thought about something funny, and funny enough, here I am.
Do tell me.
I was thinking about poison, and I thought about like those spiders that I saw that one time, and then I remembered I had one in my bag, but the one that's in my bag died, fortunately. So I put it in one of the trees there. But yeah, I was just finding it funny, you know.
Really now? That would be funny, wouldn't it? You know what else would be funny?
What?
Imagine poisoning your friend's breakfast for him to die. And it starts to let out like this screeching laugh. We're talking like Flowey level laugh.
Oh God.
As their eyes are bleeding out.
Imagine
Nose.
the poison causes them to shit themselves to death, and it laughs again.
And the poop is green.
Filled with spiders. And worse. And it seems to like, in a sort of like conspiratory manner, like just edges a little bit closer. With glitter. Can you imagine cleaning that shit up? And it laughs again. Well, you looking for poison?
Indeed. I've got a couple of daggers, and I take out my regular dagger, and then I take out my ceremonial dagger, and I'm like I'm looking for something a little bit more special for this one, you know? Like,
I have just what you need.
oh, you do?
Yes. Head down this path, and two branches sort of contort, making two separate directions. One to its left and one to its right.
What will I find there?
What you seek.
Mm-hmm.
And it laughs again.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, how can I call you?
Don't call me anything. Tell me a joke.
I'm gonna call you Joke.
I like that name.
And I walk through the path he showed me.
There's a branch that stops you for a moment, and it ushers you back. And it says, "Tell me a joke."
I, yeah, that's a
Do
good
you,
one.
do you say that out loud, Alan?
Sure.
Oh yeah, because I'm there too. Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
A
The
dyslexic
dyslexic man
into
who
a
walks
bra.
into a bra.
It laughs. It says, "Carry on." And the path clears.
Okay, I'm gonna save mine for whenever we come back here.
Dude, I don't know why I didn't had any coming in my way.
Oh,
Like, what the
oh,
You were
the
put on the
worst thing.
spot.
The worst
Um,
thing is being put on the spot for a joke.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
can
have
never
I
think of
had a
one.
few prepared, but well, I wasn't sure if I was allowed to intervene.
Of
Do
course.
you continue down? You're still thinking about poison?
Yes.
You start to show up into a strange kind of clearing, and you notice that the trees around here are definitely, they're still similar to what you've seen, but they're covered in a bit of spider webs, but also they seem to be dead. And you notice in the distance of the clearing there's something further up.
I get closer to the thing.
It appears to be a vial, a multicolor vial, a very strange kind of, it almost looks reminiscent of like a jester's cap, but it's definitely a bottle, definitely a container, and it has liquid on the inside.
I'll take the vial
Okay.
and look into it. Is there anything special, funky about it?
It looks like a very strange kind of liquid. You can't quite tell if it's a neon green or if it's a purple. It seems to change the moment you look at it.
Okay. I'll put it in my bag.
Okay, go ahead
I'll
and add
pocket
a,
it.
a funny vial to your bag.
Funny file.
And I'll walk back. I
Okay.
think that's it, guys.
We got everything we need. I got my coral. It's not fucked up fish, but it should be good for creating deep water ambience. You know.
Sure.
Cool.
I mean,
So you
what if
guys,
I try to summon a deep one and I summon one of my old friends? You know, that would solve the issue.
Do you think you're gonna get an old friend?
Or a new one. Who cares? You know, they're deep ones. They're all chill. They're wet. They're damp. They eat fish. What more do you need?
What happens if they don't have fish to eat?
I'll get them fish to eat.
I asked what happens if they don't have fish to eat.
Then I'll get them some fish. I'll go to the market. I'll get some fish. What happens if you don't have food to eat? I'm not gonna let you die. I'm gonna get you food.
I'm gonna
Same
get
thing for
angry.
them.
I'm gonna get hungry and I'm gonna find something to eat. I'm not gonna let someone just feed me. That's what I'm
Well, that-
asking. What's gonna happen to them if they don't get fed? Would they eat us?
No, probably not. What about the silent one? Did he try to eat us?
Well, we don't know if he needs to eat. You just told us the ones you're gonna be summoning needs to eat.
I mean, probably. I think everything needs to eat. But regardless, if we summon them, they're binded to us, I think. So they have to be our friends anyway.
you have an idea that you're somewhat right on this.
I don't
And
think
the
like you
more
can summon
ast-
something and
the
they're gonna
more
kill us right
astute
away.
of you would know that it takes the proper ritual. You got to use the right ritual with the right summon to get the binding effect.
Yeah, if I use the ritual of summoning to die, it's gonna summon to die. It's gonna kill me. But if it's summoned to protect, it's gonna summon to protect. I assume.
Do you have an idea? You have an idea that the reason why the Silent One is loyal to you is because you used the
Because I'm
right
so
that is.
likable.
Yes, it's because you're so likable. Has nothing to do with that you've used a right that is one of the Silent Father.
No,
You're
I
not sure if you summon something with the Silent Father right, you're not sure it's going to be bound to you unless it's from the Silent Father.
see. I mean, I have a ritual, but I'm slowly getting what I need for it.
Cool. Are you guys done in the dream world? Did you want to head somewhere else?
I'm good.
I'm okay.
Yeah, that'll be all.
Honestly, I'm dozing off.
I was gonna say this is gonna be an excellent point to cut it
Yeah.
if y'all are down for it.
Yeah, sure.
Last
I'm.
question before we leave
Yeah, sure.
that I have: can I heal myself?
The next moment that you get a rest, yes. But since you're currently dreaming,
Oh, okay, we're not done drinking. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Cool.
but yes, the next session you guys will have finished sleeping, and yes, you'll be able to heal.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay. So we'll say we'll set it that you guys have woken up at this point, keeping indeed all of this newfound stuff that you found in the other world.
Yay!
And yeah, we'll cut the session there unless anyone has any other questions.
No, I'm good.
Next session should be fine for Sunday. Otherwise, Mondays are also a good backup. Worst comes to worst if something happens with you guys. But aside from that, thanks for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had prepared for tonight.
Yo, that backwards sounding music for the creatures appearing. Damn, man.
I'm glad.
I was legit unnerved.
That's Midnight Sonata backwards.
Oh, damn.
Oh god. Okay.
That was really good. I want to go shopping. I need a flower pot to put those beautiful flowers in.
I'm perfectly fine with you going. It's in the middle of the night. We'll have to wait. Thematically,
Oh, no.
we're gonna
Like,
have to wait.
next session, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
Good
Thank you
night,
guys all.
people. Yeah, thank you very much
Nighty-night.
again, Chris.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Good
sleep
night,
well.
boys.